Arabs threaten Malaysia Kini to explain foreign funding. At least 20 people died in Karachi train tragedy. Hi, I'm Suhaila Saifuddin. You are watching Cuppa News. They say they are misunderstood by some as attention seekers. All they wanted to do is to raise the awareness of fighting crime. Mass communications student Crystal Chua and her university mate Tammy Ong went on Facebook Live to relate the incident in which a man was trying to take advantage of them at their condominium near University Tunku Abdul Rahman in Bandar Sungai Long, Selangor on Tuesday. Hundreds of followers interacted with them on the incident for about 20 minutes. Chua said she was allegedly groped by a man from behind while walking back to her condominium together with Ong.
I think we're just doing the right thing that we should do because our main purpose is to increase awareness among the students and people around. So we got just doing the right thing that we think it is right.
Actually, the main idea to go on live is me. But the thing is, why I go on live? Because as a social influencer, I hope more people will know about this case rather than some people will just ignore this case. We hope to stand out as a woman so that people, Utarians, will know what is happening around this area.
The molest suspect fled after being chased briefly by the two women. They uploaded a video that shows moments after the incident on social media. They visited a police station in the area this afternoon to facilitate police investigation. Reports of teachers molesting students and adults coaxing children to have sex are disturbing. On a positive note, a force of MPs and ministers pushing for stringent laws is gaining momentum to address these problems. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Sri Azalina Uthman Said, told the Dewan Rakyat yesterday that the Child Sexual Crimes Act bill is now much needed than ever. She said the case of a teacher who molested 9 students at a school in Hulu Selangor recently would not have gone unnoticed for so long if the bill is in place. The bill addresses a wide range of issues including child pornography, child sexual harassment and child sexual grooming. Azalina is also a supporter of REACH Team's and Peace Against Predator campaign and gave a special mention on the campaign. Launched in October to allow people to ask their MPs to push for anti-child sexual grooming laws, the campaign has received the support from 33 MPs.
So what would help is MPs from both sides of the divide to speak in one united voice on the urgency of cabling abortion in Parliament. Plus, we must not forget NGOs who have been working because they are the ones on the ground who give us the numbers, the facts, the figures, and also public opinion.
Malaysian authorities have launched in-depth probes into claims that civil society groups and portals such as Bersih, Merdeka Centre and Malaysia Kini received funds from Hungarian-American billionaire George Soros to influence national elections. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar said the police has set up a 5-member task force headed by the Federal CID Deputy Director to investigate such claims. He also said that they had identified several people to be questioned over Soros's Open Society Foundation's funding the organisations.
Dan task force ini sekarang sedang mengkaji laporan-laporan daripada internet, laporan-laporan yang dibuat oleh pengadu-pengadu dalam kita mengenal pasti sama ada benar ada punca keuangan dari luar. Biar kita siasat dulu. Dan kita akan bila kita dah siap kaji maklumat-maklumat open source ni dan kita akan mula panggil saksi.
Meanwhile, Communications and Multimedia Minister Datuk Sri Saleh Said Kerwat said the ministry had also started an investigation through the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission. He said they are determining the source of information on such claims as exposed by the DC Leaks website, and after that, they will hand over their findings to the relevant authorities for follow-up action. At the Dangwangi District Police Station in Kuala Lumpur, representatives from Bersih met the police over their Bersih 5 rally to be held in the city on November 19th. They said protesters would march from Dataran Maybank in Bangsar and the National Mosque to Dataran Merdeka as planned. They asked their rivals, the Red Shirt Group, not to disrupt their rally.
Dan saya harap UMNO baju merah tidak akan datang lah. Dan kalau walaupun mereka nak datang secara aman, bukan secara kekerasan. Yeah, we do not want violence. Our approach has always been non-violence, and we don't want to engage with them. So they should also.
Meanwhile, the Red Shirts visited Malaysia Kini's office building where their leader, Datuk Seri Jamal Yunos, met with Malaysia Kini editors to seek an explanation over allegations that the portal received grant from the Open Society Foundation.
Kami memberikan pukul 12 tengah hari Sabtu 5 hari bulan. Kalau tidak, kami NGO seluruh negara akan membuat protes secara besar-besaran di sini. Sekurang-kurangnya 20,000 orang akan turun ke sini dan kita akan pastikan sebahagian bangunan ini akan runtuh pada 5 hari bulan.
Okay. What? You going to destroy this building?
Saya tak tahu. Saya cakap runtuh macam mana, saya tak tahu. Terpulang kepada tafsiran you. Saya tak kata nak destroy ataupun you sebut.
The editor stressed that Malaysia Kini had explained about the matter on its website and added that its finances are audited annually and available for scrutiny at the company's commission. At the Kuala Lumpur High Court, jailed opposition leader Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the people are now burdened by rising cooking oil and petrol prices soon after the tabling of Budget 2017 last month. He told the public to support Bersih and go to the streets to protest during the Bersih 5 rally.
Tidak ada sebab harga dinaikkan dan membebankan rakyat. Rakyat mesti protes dan sokong Bersih. Sokong Perhimpunan Bersih.
Also making headlines on Thursday, the Health Ministry needs another 2 to 3 weeks to assess whether the West Block of Sultanah Aminah Hospital in Johor Bahru is safe for use following the fire on October 25th. Its Minister, Datuk Seri Dr. S. Subramaniam said checks are being conducted at the block on various aspects such as biological gases as well as electrical and structural safety. Tavanita, the mother of an 8-year-old girl who admitted to chaining her daughter to a lamppost outside her apartment in Bandar Sunway, Selangor, is seeking forgiveness from the public for her action.
ஆளுங்க முன்னுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி வச்சு கட்டுனாக்க ஷாய் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி ரிப்பீட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்கன்னு அந்த ஒரு நோக்கத்துக்கு நான் செஞ்சேன். மற்றபடி என் சொந்த மகளை வந்து நான் டெர்வ் பண்ணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக செய்யலை. ஆனால் இப்போது சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் பண்ணுற கோசிப்னால அவங்க விருப்பத்துக்கு வந்து நியூஸ் போடுறீங்க. அதனால வந்து பிரச்சனை வந்து சின்னதாக முடிகிற பிரச்சனை வந்து எங்கள் ஃபேமிலி பிரச்சனை பெருசாகுது. அதுக்காக தான் நான் இந்த மாதிரி ஆக்ஷன் எடுத்தேன். நான் செஞ்சது தப்பு தான், நான் ஒத்துக்கிறேன், மன்னிச்சிருங்க. இதோட வந்து இந்த பிரச்சனையை விட்டுருங்க, பெருசுப்படுத்தாதீங்க.
Malaysian Ambassador to Indonesia, Datuk Seri Zahrin Muhammad Hashim, advised Malaysians already in Jakarta to stay away from areas around the National Monument, Istiqlal Mosque, Balai Kota, Tangerang and Bekasi tomorrow. Thousands of people from Muslim hardliners are expected to take part in a demonstration against the city's governor, Basuki Tjahjanpurnama. Indonesian police said they would deploy 18,000 personnel for the demo and a quarter of them had already been stationed in the city. Candidates Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump continue to attack each other in their final week of rallies before the US presidential election. President Barack Obama also spoke out on FBI's announcement on probing new emails linked to Clinton's private server. In his first comment on the issue, Obama said
that when there are investigations, we don't operate on innuendo, we don't operate on incomplete information, we don't operate on leaks. We operate based on concrete decisions that are made. When this was investigated thoroughly the last time,
he said when the expose was investigated the last time, FBI, the Justice Department and US Congress concluded that Hillary had made mistakes, but there was nothing that was prosecutable. In Tempe, Arizona, Clinton blamed Trump for pitting Americans against one another, citing rhetoric on groups like Muslims and African Americans. She said Trump is out of his depth and called his proposals on foreign policy issues incredibly dangerous. Trump told his supporters in Miami that Clinton is dishonest and under multiple investigations that would swamp her presidency. In Karachi, Pakistan, 2 trains collided, killing at least 20 people, while 40 other injured passengers had been hospitalized. This is the second major rail collision in the country in less than 2 months. The collision occurred between the Zakaria Express and Farid Express trains at Landi railway station, and as a result of that, all train traffic had been suspended. In a September train tragedy, 4 people were killed and 93 were injured after a train crashed into a freight train near Multan. Insurgents in mostly Muslim areas of southern Thailand killed 3 people in a string of bomb and gun attacks overnight, targeting military personnel and commercial property. The latest attacks took place in the Narathiwat and Patani provinces. The 3 who were killed were a soldier and 2 security guards. So far, no group has claimed responsibility. It's the time of the year when the biggest country music stars converged in Nashville for the Country Music Awards. Legendary country singers Dolly Parton and Garth Brooks took the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award and the Entertainer of the Year Award respectively. Female Vocalist of the Year went to Carrie Underwood, her 4th win in the category. Chris Stapleton was named Male Vocalist of the Year, and Little Big Town scooped the Vocal Group of the Year award.
What a night! Thank you so much!
That's all from me and the Cuppa News team. Good night.